Alright, welcome back to another Worms video. This is the final one in Worms Reloaded campaign. It's episode, what, 7 I think? And we've got three levels to end the campaign. I won't be doing the bonus ones, even though I have bought them, but I wasn't planning on using the money, in-game money I should say, for anything else. As you can see, this level is rather unusual in the sense that there's it's not unusual, but there's a lot of water and a lot of islands, basically, satellites and whatnot, and the obvious difficulties are knowing where to go because you might get shot off. Like the place I put my first worm is quite precarious, but there is a bit of a backing with a mine. But you know, the point is there are worse places I could have gone, and then I had to move that guy because I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to be right at the edge and then fall off. That shot didn't really work, as you can tell. The worm that I was aiming for ended up stood on a pixel.
Take this little ball of green cheese.
Oh, that was a failure. They're usually so accurate with their grenade throws, the AI. Anyway, and now starts the task of getting rid of all the worms as much as possible. That was a little more accurate. I was saved there by a pixel. Very, very fortunate. I ought to use the jetpack.
Let's see what you got. I hope it ain't hot.
I'm allowed to do the satellite because that guy's already had a turn, and so it's really it's a little safer. Obviously, all the other worms, they need a turn as well, so it's going to be a while before it comes back to this guy. That will give me time to, well, watch worms do that, injure themselves, and it'll give me time to get rid of the guy on my platform. So there was a method. Like, I wasn't just doing stuff willy-nilly. I did have a strategy. You can tell this wasn't my first time. It was a very, very challenging level. Sometimes you do have to just go all in. That time, it was a pretty poor shot, let's be honest. But then so was that, so, you know, I make mistakes, the AI makes mistakes. It's all good. It's all good. I don't immediately decide to take out the guy on my platform, my satellite, just because I deem that other people are in a more difficult situation. I don't even know what happened there. It's my shot again. We're going to do an airstrike. And I opt to go for this guy. Oh, maybe not. So that was a good shot because I think it took out 2 worms. That was obviously intentional. Don't need to go over that any further. But the obvious risks are the ones that are high up. If there's a worm that's high up, it means they've got an advantage. Yeah, that was fairly fortunate. The guy could have landed on the bottom island or stayed on somehow. But it was important to get rid of that guy. Did I die? I think I died. I didn't see. I was 2-1 at this point. I still had 1 worm left, and there are still 2. Or 3, sorry. There's 3 other worms, I think. Unfortunately, that shot was not great. Whereas they managed to... Well, they managed to get a wee bit closer, but not much closer. They didn't do any damage. At this point, I decide to use a teleporter. Yep, use the teleporter. Yep, that's it. And I TP over to this island because this guy's already had a shot, which means it's going to make it very difficult to be hit by the worms down below. That's the aim anyway.
Quickly get down. Want to kick your hiney in the next round. Things can only get.
Then obviously the idea is once they've had a turn, well, once they've tried to blow themselves up, I'm going to hopefully kill this guy up top, then go down and kill them. I opt to use the baseball bat, but he does not die, so slight problem, a slight hindrance in the plan. They just jumped in for no apparent reason.
I'm in my zone. Take your order like a waiter. I'll bring you the food later.
I opt to pull out the bazooka, it looks like.
Light it up like a gas
And
cooker.
failed. Understandable. I've not done... I think I've missed about 3 or 4 shots this level.
You couldn't hit the
Don't know what that
floor.
guy's doing.
No. No.
He just killed his own teammate. What the heck?
Jeez.
He shot the satellite and the fire fell down to the lower level. That is bizarre.
Turn up the music. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright.
I'll call you Dad if you prefer.
Final worm is going to be taken care of with a homing missile, which doesn't always work, but this is a pretty clear shot. There's not too much terrain in the way, and there was fire on the platform, so even if they'd fallen on the platform, they probably still would have died. So, easy passage. Next level. Yeah, this one was fairly challenging, but in the end it just took a lot of grind.
Yes, sir. I'll call you Dad if you
So
prefer.
basically what we're doing is we're going to use a teleportation in order to get up to the higher levels. As you can see, there are a lot of worms. First things first, we put ourselves in the
I hope it ain't hot.
pits, in the mines, don't know what you would call them. We submerge ourselves so that we can't immediately be attacked,
Too cheese or not too cheese.
which means whatever they do is unlikely to reach us unless they use a holy hand grenade or something like that. There's 1 or 2 very OP weapons, but the AI don't tend to use those, and they don't tend to be available right enough.
Turn up the music in the headphones. I'm in my zone, Holmes.
Right, next worm is going to be TP'd into the pit below the other one. And it's this one that's actually going to be active. So I made a wee bit of a mistake by moving the first worm up to the inactive hole first.
Cheese or not too cheese.
Or did I? Maybe I did. Maybe that was intentional.
I spy a coward.
First worm,
Yes,
this
sir.
guy's
Yes,
going to
sir.
skip
I'll
most
call
of his
you Dad if you
shots. I think. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah,
Is
there we
your
go.
belly made of cheese?
As you can see, skip the shot, which
Cheese or not too cheese.
is a bit of a waste because I could have gone to one of the lower pits and tried to take out the worms down below, but I mean, as you'll see, it doesn't matter in the end. The AI does tend to skip a lot of their shots as well, so the game goes pretty quickly. There are 1 or 2 things, such as airstrike, that don't tend to be unlocked until later in the game. I opt to use the, so we'll get to those pretty quickly. I opt to use the sniper here in order to begin digging out. The reason for that is because it doesn't damage ourselves. We want to keep our health intact as much as possible. This is the hardest, in theory, the hardest level in the campaign, the main campaign, where you've only got 2 worms with 100 health and all the rest have 75. It's you've gone from having so much health and the AI has only got like 30 to this, where we've got a total of 200 health and they've got a total of... Others, I don't know how many worms there are. There's so many. As you see with their last shot, they did begin to dig towards me using a bazooka. The good thing now is, though, I know that worm has had a shot, which means I can now go and attack them without any repercussions. I think I'm just going to skip with that guy again. It is a bit of a waste. I move him over, obviously, so that if they do get through the wall, I'm not going to get damaged, or I won't get damaged as much. But it is a wee bit of a waste.
Light it up like a gas cooker. I spy a coward. I take your order like... Is your belly made of cheese? Things can all just shine.
Alright. Lots of inactivity. This guy's probably just going to go and skip his shot. No, never mind. He's actually, I don't know, made an effort to to do something to change the terrain a wee bit. Not quite sure about that, but there you go.
I'm in my zone, Holmes. Take your order
Alright.
like a
It's my turn. This is our first actual attack. I don't think we've damaged any of the opposition. That's just gone and changed.
F to the A to the T to the...
We've got our first frag, so there's like a couple of worms down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about, oh, that's about 11 or 12 worms we're up against with only 2. That guy just goes down there for a bit of safety. Understandable.
think his name is Howard. Turn up the music in the headphones. I'm in my zone. Take your order like a waiter. I'll bring you the food later.
Next target is that guy that's precariously sat on that edge.
Light it up like a gas cooker.
We actually knocked him off. Didn't kill him, but I just don't think we did. Yeah, 24. I was going to say the fall wasn't that high.
2 cheese or not 2 cheese?
The ideal situation with the ones at the top is that they all gather in the one area and you can just like nuke them or something. I mean, there's no nukes, but the equivalent, a grenade or dynamite. I don't know what this guy's doing. Is he gonna... Yeah, they're gradually eating away at the terrain.
Turn up the music in the headphones.
This guy's
I'm in my zone.
just gonna skip again, I'm guessing.
Take your order like a waiter. I'll bring you the food later.
No, we're going for airstrike. And as you can see, we're... I don't know where I'm aiming. I'm trying to aim right in the middle. So this should damage a fair amount of worms. So that's basically what I was saying. Once they all gather in the one area, you get a lot of frags. Which they tend to do at this level because they're all kind of packed in tightly at the top. That guy decides to skip. We're going to get rid of this dude. Nice and easy. Obviously you don't want to be standing too near the edge. But we obviously avoided that by TPing into the middle early on. What do we have here? Oh, that's the... So that basically digs into the ground and then explodes. It's not a clinical weapon. It only took off 30, but I just used it because I was wasting shots with that guy. I thought I might as well do something. Right. I wonder what he's going to do this time. I think I used Super Sheep at one point and it fails.
Let's see what you got. I hope it ain't hot.
Or maybe not, I don't remember. Oh yeah, we're going to start working our way through the other side because there is a worm, a couple of worms down there that we can go and tackle.
Oops, 2 cheese or not 2 cheese?
Alright. It is the turn of the enemy. Be curious to see what they do. No, I'm not looking at that right now. I was just analysing the lower levels. We haven't taken damage yet. It must be noted. Alright, there we go. They have broken through. First damage. Right, as I said, we haven't taken damage. First damage. Not quite sure what I do here. I mean, we have to do something. We don't have very long, so I decided to just pull out the dynamite and use that. We've got to place it in a very specific area because there's a guy on the other side that we can maybe eliminate as well. So there's about 3 worms here. Unfortunately, one of them gets thrown in my direction, which means, yes, I'm probably going to get damaged. But all 3 of those guys should be eliminated now.
It's fairy. Bon fromage.
We're high in health though, so we should be alright. Cool, right. Oh, airstrike. Oh dear. And basically, within a few shots, my guy's gone for, like, he's lost half his health. Although he did kill 3 of them, so, or 3 or 4, I can't remember, but killed a lot, so it was worth it, some would say. This guy damages himself. Yeah, see. You don't stand that close, that's a rookie mistake. For myself, I just wanted to make sure I got, you know, I shot the correct part of the cave. Managed to do it. Who do we have? Oh, this, yeah, okay, so... Say goodbye, basically, that's what this is. They're so accurate. Wait, is that me dead? I think it is. No, 3, I'm at 3. So when you're at 3, you just have to do something. So I opt to use one of my jetpacks. I want to get up here. Now this was I was such an idiot here.
Let's see what you got. I hope it ain't hot.
As you can see, I'm too close. Yes, I got the kill, but I killed myself. So yeah, if I should have shot from further away, I would have damaged them. I'd still been alive, and I would have had a chance to get, you know, kill the other guy. So, a bit of a mistake on my part. Thankfully, it doesn't cost us in the end. Don't know what he's trying to do. He's maybe trying to mess about with gravestones or something like that. Anyway, as you can see, we're down to 1 worm. There's still 4 left to take out. We're obviously going for 1 here. Alright. Now the hope is it's not that worm's turn on the next shot, because if it is, they can maybe come up and injure me. Thankfully it's not, it's that guy. Now it's time for our chance, getting rid of another worm, going down to 3. There is a gun down there, a cannon that shoots at us, so we've got to be careful. Simple baseball does the job.
2 cheese or not 2 cheese?
Don't know what this guy's doing. He's just fooling about, it looks like. Fair enough. This deck shot was kind of amusing because my aim was to get rid of the gun, the cannon. So I intended to use a homing missile, I think. So should be fairly easy because there's no land in the way. Choose where the homing missile is going to go and then launch. And as you can see, it missed the gun and took out the worm instead. So fair enough. That's best case scenario, I suppose. I mean, obviously, I would have taken out the gun and then just leaned over the edge and shot. So it basically cut out the need for a second shot.
Let's see what you got. I hope it ain't hot.
Alright, so at this point I decided to use Super Sheep. Oh wait, not right at this point because we're running out of time. I figure I should wait. So in the end I gain a shot and then lose a shot.
Things can only get this
I think this is definitely the longest. Look, there's only 2 minutes 30 left, I just realised. 2 minutes 30 of the game. Not that we're desperate trouble, but the water level will rise if we... Like, it'll rise per shot if we run out of time.
Turn up the music in the headphones. I'm in my zone, Holmes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll call you down.
And obviously I've just given away the fact that we didn't run out of time, given the fact I just noticed there was only like 2 minutes left.
Don't blink. Ah!
Yep, classic. Wasting shots, wasting weapons.
Lame?
I'd only used that once before, and that was in that Super Sheep challenge puzzle thing. Oh, this is awful, watch this. And by awful, I mean it was a good shot, but yeah, I was not amused. You do not want to die at this point. You do not want to die. So it's time for action, we've got to do something. We've got somebody at 30 above. I decided just to go all in, use the jetpack. As you can see by this point, I'd figured out how to stop using it. I decided just to get out the sniper because that risked damage. There was less risk of it damaging me, and it also wasn't that worm's turn next time, so I could get another shot at the following moment. The other worm now decides to make a move. And by make a move I mean, he just, I don't know, he just runs around. I've got no idea, do not ask. Right, this should be the last of this fella.
I'll bring you the food later. I'm going to turn you
down to 1 minute 14 left. Timer should start again.
I'll call you Dad if you prefer.
There's nothing I can do at this point, so I just have to get rid of it or skip turn.
Let's see what you got. I hope it ain't hot. Booker, light it up like a gas
there we go.
cooker.
We're down to 1 minute to go.
Welcome to the cheese
1
house.
minute to kill this guy before the water level rises. I don't know how many jetpacks I've got 2, so if I wanted I could have gone to the high ground. I had to, and now I've only got one. I was confident. I never actually thought about getting to the high ground, but I was confident that we could at least kill this guy. We've got to act quickly. We've got a bazooka. Don't think I damaged myself there, but we did kill the worm, and that meant we were successful. Managed to get through campaign level 29, or to level 30 now. This is level 30. Very interesting one. So basically you've got to kill all those worms, but you've got to get the crate in the middle. The crate in the middle contains a really like OP weapon. Basically you got 3 worms, 2 of them are at 1, so you've got to use the 2 that are at 1 to get the items. We've got a drill there. So basically we get rid of the gun and we get the item with the worms that are at 1 health. The other guys are like 30 or something like that. This one, so that one was a drill, this one's a ninja rope. I think I called it a grappling hook earlier in the series, I meant ninja rope. So basically you've got to use a ninja rope to get around to the crate in the middle, and then you've got to use the drill to get out of range of your OP weapon that I'll show you in a moment. I had a lot of attempts at this, and I had no idea how to do it. I watched one guide where the guy dug straight down with a drill, but apparently a patch very early in the game's life cycle meant that was made impossible. So you got to go all the way around using the ninja rope. I will demonstrate that right now. As you can see, you just got to shoot it to the side, extend it, and then obviously you've got to be quick when releasing it and then reattaching it, as demonstrated here. But you can build some momentum here, but you've got to continuously reel the rope in, reel yourself in, otherwise you're going to get wet. Now this is the perfect position to be in, because then you can swing and grab hold of the far wall. This was the first time I'd ever got to this point, and then you've just simply got to draw yourself up. Very difficult if you've never done it before. Probably very easy for those that have. Anyway, managed to get it. Armageddon. That's the name of the weapon. First of all, you got to use the drill. I was actually quite worried I would like draw myself out the side, but I didn't. And then we're gonna have some fun. Watch the mayhem. And as you can probably guess, none of the enemy worms survive this. We complete the level, and we complete the free section of Worms Reloaded campaign. Very enjoyable, really liked it. I don't think I'll be doing the other 5 levels, given the fact the first one's very, very hard and I'm not very good. You never know though, keep an eye out for it just in case. But thank you for watching the series. All the very best. I'll see you when I see you.